Am I the asshole for being honest about my blind date's appearance? Hi, I'm Rune, using my real name because that's real name. I said real name. Using my real name because that's how right I think I am. Here's what happened. I decided to surprise my cousin Jackson with a visit. I'm staying on his couch. So when he begged me to go on a double date with his new produce client turned crush, Suki, I figured it was the least I could do. My date was Lorelei, a woman who runs a local inn where Suki works. But the second I saw her, I had the major icks. She was practically a giant. Her ears were too big, and her feet looked massive. I wasn't subtle about it. I'm a direct person. And I told Jackson right away that we needed to cancel and ditch them so we could just hang out like family should. Jackson insisted we stay, and the whole night sucked. We initially went to a stuffy French restaurant, and the conversation was a train wreck. Lorelei kept trying to talk, but I couldn't look past her giant nose. To make matters worse, Suki spent the entire time talking about muscle poop, which is just gross. Eventually, we changed location to the local diner because everyone was uncomfortable, but the night didn't improve there. My date immediately ditched the table to go order at the counter and was chatting with her friend behind the counter who looked like a lumberjack. I had reached my limit. I told Jackson that as his guest and family, he needed to ditch these women and take me bowling. He actually considered it until Suki did some manipulative face acting and looked devastated, which made him stay, and I left without him. Now my cousin is calling me legitimately insane and a maniac just because I have standards. I was just being honest about my preferences, but everyone in this small, stupid town acts like I'm the problem. AITA.
I mean, I would just say, I don't know about asshole, but extremely annoying.
Fair.
You know? Like, what are you even talking about? There's too many characters in this story. Nothing makes sense. What? Get over it, dude. Have some escargot.
Yeah. Thank you. I agree. You could make a stuffy French restaurant fun.
Yeah.
And he was determined to not have fun. I think he's the asshole.
I mean,
he sounds like a major drag.
Yes. Yeah. And also, who looks at someone's feet when they meet them? That's weird.
I know. And he commented on it
you can't even see the
right
feet.
away. Yeah. I think he said like her feet are too big before he said hello to her. This was a disgusting character.
I think this is Larry David and not whatever the hell this character is called.
There was a Larry David element about Rune. He was like, I just say how I feel.
What is his fucking problem? Yeah. No, I think that he's annoying and should get fired, canceled, away, taken out of the show if he's in the show. Is he in the show?
He is.
Okay.
And I was like, he's the worst, but also he's so deranged that I would like to see more of him for some reason. Because he's such an insane and deranged maniac was the word. And I'm like, what would the show about him look like?
Are we allowed to use the term maniac anymore?
Enthusiasm.
What was the other term you told me we're not allowed to use
president.
anymore?
You're allowed to use everything now.
Are we not allowed to use? You told me I wasn't allowed to use dork.
No, not dork. Not dork.
Stop.
It was crazy. I think people don't call each other crazy anymore because it's a mental health issue.
Okay, did I call someone crazy?
No,
but
no, wait.
But no, it was nerd or dork. You said that's the word you're using. And I was like, are we not allowed to say nerd and dork anymore? Because then my autobiography is going to suck. I am very much nerd and dork adjacent.
I think it's that you can't call somebody with mental health issues crazy, but you can say to your friend, you crazy.
Yeah, I think it's that you have to be careful calling women crazy because in a relationship, because it's like,
oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, because it's too easy, guys. If you're in a straight relationship, I think,
Oh, you know what else?